Hey guys, Con here. I decided to do my next video on the standard UI that comes with Wildstar. So I guess let's just get started. Trying to keep this kind of short. I don't know how short we're really going to be, but I'll just start over here with the quest. Excuse me. So this is your quest log. You know, it sorts them by distance, which is kind of a nice feature. So it changes constantly. And if you're ever not sure where to go, you can click on it, and it'll give you an arrow. This direction, of course. This is the trade skill quest. Excuse me. And then, so if you click on the little description, or if you click on the number, it'll pull up the quest log for you, so you can give you a full description and the rewards and where you are in the quest chain. So it's kind of a nice little way to open up stuff. Quests are done a little different than other MMOs. Instead of killing like 10 mobs, it's on a percentage base. So you can kill a bunch of small mobs that give you, let's say, 5%, or you go kill a couple big mobs that give you, 20% or something like that. So it's kind of dependent on what you want to take on. If you want to take on like a whole big group of little ones, or if you want to take on the harder ones, you get a lot more experience or percentage towards your quest, which is kind of nice. And also sorts it by zone and tasks, and I think there's missions also, which I don't think I have in here right now. No. Down here, right below it, is your path datacron. I've completed all the path missions in Thade. That's why it says Thade checkmark. But if I go over here, you can see I just went into White Veil, and I have air superiority. I have an assassination, demolition, and I click on it, it'll tell me where they are. So that's pretty nice. And let's pull up the map really quick. You can see, wherever you put your mouse and you scroll, that's where you'll zoom in. And all my quests are over here, but you can see my paths show up here in orange, and they're all over the place. Once you discover them, they just show up on your mini map. Oh, and this is a instance icon. So this is a adventure. I think it's 25. War of the Wilds. I haven't done it yet. All right. So moving right to left, you have a hotbar you can activate. Oh, I'll go over that real quick. Sorry, a little distracted. So these are all your HUD options. So you can you can turn them on, always off, on in combat, off in combat. This is the way I have it. You can change it to whatever you want. Only on in combat, so it's gone unless I'm fighting something. I like to have it always up. You can get target is your target of target, which is nice. You get buffs, and a add-on error. Ignore that. Your skills. Your skills are down here. I'll talk about that in a minute. Your action, your resources is here, right above it. For warrior, it's, I want to say rage. What the hell is it? Kinetic energy. Jeez, played WoW too much. Anyways, continuing. So you have what basically is a Hearthstone. They call it recall in this game. So you start out with one, and you can bind it to wherever you want. There's recall stations. You get one for when you get your house, and when you teleport to your house, there's actually a teleporter that will. I'll show you real quick. That will teleport you back to where you teleported from. So it will drop me right back here if I just step on this platform. So this is housing. I'll talk about this in another video. But if I step on this little pad, I'll go right back to the little road I was on, which is nice. So you don't have to teleport to the city and then spend gold to fly somewhere. And then you get a capital city teleport, a recall. This one is unlocked by doing the Thade tour. So I actually didn't get it right away because I thought it was a stupid quest, so I didn't bother doing it. But it unlocks, your Thade teleporter. You have your path experience right below, which is separate from your leveling experience. you get this by doing your path missions, obviously, and this by quests and killing monsters and stuff, mobs and stuff. You get a potion spot. Oh, so I should talk about this. You get in Wildstar, you get a limited action set, so you get 8 abilities you can pick from. Wrong screen. So you get 8 abilities you can pick from out of the assault tree, support tree, utility, and path, and every class has this. Assault is always damage. Support is either tank or healer. Utility is your CCs and CC breakers and cooldowns and stuff like that. And path depends on your path. I'm a soldier, which doesn't have the best path abilities, but it's kind of a fun path in my opinion. And this is your amp tree, which is like your talent tree. I'll go over this in another video too. It's pretty complicated. Probably, I guess not really complicated. In depth is better. So you get the limited action set. So you get a path ability. You get a gadget, which is kind of like a trinket. I haven't unlocked the 8th slot, which opens up at level 30. But then you get the limited action set, and you can see all your telegraphs, which I went over in a different video. You get your innate ability, which depending on if you're DPS or if your support changes. Like this is the DPS, it's onslaught, it increases damage dealt, overdrive. So I have unlimited kinetic energy right now. So until that goes away, you can switch to Juggernaut, which is your tanking stance for warriors. Right, so we got that. This is your dash meter. I think I covered that in another one, but if you can double tap on a movement key to roll in that direction, dash in that direction. If for some reason you don't want to be able to dash, you can shut it off. I don't know why you would, but you can. You can also bind it to like Control W or something if you don't want to do the double tap, so you can just dash and like make dash work that way too, which is kind of nice. So you get another hotbar. With these hotbars, you can put other mounts, food, stuff like that, out of combat kind of stuff. Nothing really in combat. This is your mount key. It's automatically bound to Z, and then you can choose from whatever ones you have unlocked. You can buy a mount at level 15 for, I want to say it's like 10 gold, 63 silver, something like that. And there's 4 at that price, and you can get this hoverboard one. Looks a lot like it for like double that. This one I bought, and this one's for beta, and this one is for pre-ordering, so that's how I got this many. Otherwise I wouldn't have no gold. It's a little pricey. Standard chat box. You have a bunch of different channels. You have your combat log, and you have I created this one. You can create any kind of tab you want and any preferences. Set it up any way you want. So let's see. So you have your character here. Drawing a blank. So you have your health and you have shields in this game, and damage is dealt 50-50 between shields and health while you have shields remaining, and then obviously it's all dealt to your health after that. Above is your buffs, so this is a buff for having the authenticator on my account, and this is because I'm in the road. You get a little buff for staying on the road, so it's worth it. This is your mount health, so it's my hoverboard. It can take damage. I don't know if it actually breaks or just disappears. I actually haven't broken it, so I don't know. Down here, I'm gonna actually cover this first, because all of this stuff you can pin. If I want my achievement log down here, I can pin it on, and it just shows up. Where it showed up right there. So I can pull it up. This is all the achievements, broken down by adventures, challenges. The different categories. So it's a nice way to find stuff you're missing if you're a completionist. So account inventory is kind of a cool thing. This is a lot of pre-order and beta stuff. Boomboxes for logging in, and this is all you click on, and then you bind to your account, and you confirm it, so it works on all of your characters. It's not like a one-time use thing. The only thing that is are boomboxes. So, you know, every time I use one, it's not like I have 99 on every single character. It's I've been using them on this character, so that's how many I have left for the entire account. Alright, back to... So you have Action Set Builder, which is B, which is what I was showing you through the Assault Support utility. You can click, drag, drop out. You know, if I don't want Whirlwind, but I want Ripsaw, it pops it in, pops it out, and then you can tier it up. I'll be going over the different tiers and stuff in a different video. And you just click Use this set. One thing I forgot with quests, sometimes when you're killing something, you'll come up with a challenge, and there's a whole ton of different challenges. Some are to get to the top of whatever hill or mountain in a certain amount of time, or some are just kill however many in a timed kill however many mobs in a certain amount of time, and then you get bronze, silver, and gold, and depending on how well you do, I believe it increases your chance to get whatever item you select. So it's a lot of times it's pretty good items. They can range from just from trade skills mats to decor to weapons and armor. So it's pretty varied. So why is that showing up? I'll figure that out later. There we go, that's why. Oh, the credit change, they actually just brought this up today, I think. So you can buy game time with in-game currency. So basically someone buys cred from, I believe you can only get it from NCSoft, but I'm not positive about that. You put it up on the credit exchange, and someone pays whatever the going rate is, I guess, and then you get a month's worth of play for whatever the in-game. This is for platinum, I guess, which I definitely don't have. Oh, challenge log. I was talking about the challenges. Let's say you fail one, or you think you can get better. You have a half-hour cooldown on them, and then you can retry them, and then you can see where I'm missing this one in White Veil. I missed these two. Actually, I think I've only done a couple in White Veil. You can see it lets you know which ones are still left, which is kind of nice. So you can for all those completionists out there, which obviously I'm not right now. Maybe eventually I'll go back. Standard character panel, your equipment, your gathering tool if you're any kind of gatherer, implants, which are kind of like rings and trinkets and from other games. Just titles, you can change whatever you want. A lot of these are from doing your path abilities. Some are from quests and some are from beta, stuff like that. You can change if you have circles. Circles are kind of like extra circles, guilds sort of, but not really. You don't get anything from being in a circle. It's just a way to group with other people that you like but maybe aren't in a guild with. So if in chat you have /G for guild, you would have you can have 5 circles, I want to say, and it would, first circle would be /C1 and so on from there, C1, C2, C3. So you can change, if you wanted to be, con gaming, that could be one. You could have that be your affiliation instead of your guild for whatever reason. Your reputation title, reputation page, mounts. Mounts can be customized. I'll go over that eventually. I don't have any customization for any mounts. This one can be, it's the grinder. These two cannot. I don't know. I think it's just because they're beta and pre-order. I don't think hoverboards are limited, but honestly I'm not positive because I don't have one that I could mod if they are able to. This is a nice feature. You can see what you have in your mail without having to go to your mail. You just can't pick it up. You have to be close, you don't have to be right next to it though. Character, group finder. Group finder is nice. You can queue for anything from anywhere. The only requirements are for like dungeons. After the first two, which is what these two are, you have to find the entrance to it to be able to queue for it. And you can do, you know, my realm only, or, you know, whatever spec you want. And so practice grounds, that's unrated battlegrounds, and they have rated arena, stuff like that. I think rated arenas start at 35, I want to say. I'm not positive though. War plots, that's pretty in depth. I'll cover that. It's another PvP type. Adventure is kind of like a dungeon. That's the only stuff you can't queue for raids. There's no like raid finder in this game. With the way raids look, it's probably a good thing. And all this stuff can be bound to a key if you want to, or you can rebind it. Inventory, pretty straightforward. You can size it, or is it? You know, however you want it. I like about that size. You can expand your inventory by adding bags. As you find, I think the biggest one you can get is 14, but I could be mistaken. This is also where it shows your other currencies. So renowned is for doing group activities. Elder gems, that's endgame currency. I got one through a boombox. You use that to buy equipment, decor, and all that kind of stuff. There's a ton of stuff you can buy with that. Prestige is the PvP currency in the game. I haven't done any PvP, as you can tell. Crafting vouchers is for crafting, obviously. Trade skill bag is kind of cool, so it doesn't take up a ton of space in your bag. They have a separate bag that holds a ton of stuff. I don't know if all stuff stacks to 250, but I reached the stack of reached the limit on titanium, so I actually started to show up in my bag. But you know, 250 in another bag is pretty good. So, and it holds everything, so anything you gotten, even if it's not for your trade skill, will show up here. And I keep sending stuff I know guildies need to them, so. Salvage. I don't think I have anything to salvage, unfortunately. Salvage, you can take an item. Let's see if it's like this is salvageable. Blech. I could drag this onto salvage, and it's not going to do it instantly. I have to confirm it. You know, it gives it a little cast bar kind of. So it's harder to make a mistake. Not impossible though. And you can sort how things are categorized. I just have it off. I like to sort my own bags, but some people like it done for them, so that's in there for you. Level up is kind of cool. It tells you what to expect with the next level, what abilities. You know, if you're thinking of what 30, that's how I know the slot. Your 8 slot is opened up, and then you know, you can go to far side at level 30. 27 next. There we go. And it's kind of cool. The path ability, same thing. You can see what's unlocked at 24, which is flare for your mounts, which I'll be able to make a video about that eventually. This is where I think all your lore is kept, which I haven't actually got into yet. There we go. All right. So it's all the data cubes. Can you listen to them again?
Due to its proximity.
Oh, that's cool. You can listen to them again. I haven't actually gone through it, but this is where all the lore on anything has been that you've come across, and all the journals and stuff are kept. So, which is a nice feature. Oh, that's cool. It breaks it down. They allow macros in the game. I haven't done any. I haven't found any useful ones, so none yet. Mail, I showed you mail. Nice thing about the map is I told you how if you wherever your mouse is, that's where it scrolls into. Same thing. So if you scroll out and you want to go, I want to go into Thade. I'll scroll into Thade, and that's where you hover your mouse over, and that's where you go. Galaris, same thing. So it's a pretty big planet, and I'm only showing part of the continent. Scrolling the White Veil, which is where I'm questing. So this is scrolling further. It shows you all the quests that I picked up. I think I picked them over here somewhere, and they kind of standard quest hubs, and they kind of send you all off in one direction. A lot of overlaps, which is nice. Same thing with path abilities, path quests, not abilities. I say abilities. Path quests, they tend to overlap with something in the area, so you probably want to do this when you're doing that, except for maybe the holdouts. The holdouts, if I can find one. Yeah, holdout, defend the village, and that might have something to do with something, but typically not really. On the side, it tells you, how much you've broken down, completed in the areas. I still have 17 journals, which I'm not too worried about. Wow, there's 17 soldier path missions here. So if you want to make sure you have everything, they have a coordinate system up in the left corner, so you can get coordinates from people if you're trying to figure out where something is. This is just a breakdown of quests. I think can you track or? Oh, that's cool. It turns on and off the where they are in the game, or where they are on the map. The gray ones must be just out of zone, and these are all in the zone path missions I've found. A nice little thing is the ghost feature. So if you really like using your map, but you don't like to tab back and forth between it, you can have it up as an overlay in your on your screen. So it's nice. I find it a little hard to navigate besides going on the road, but I mean some people probably use it quite a bit. You can change what shows up on your map, which is nice. So if you don't like it so cluttered, it doesn't have to be. Same thing with the mini map. You can decide what shows up. I found these point to your quests. They're incredibly useless, I find. Resize your mini map if you want. Make it pretty big, really small. Just about that. So yeah, they're pretty useless because they're so small, and they kind of blend quite a bit. And I don't find I look at the mini map a ton unless I'm trying to get gathering, and then I tend to switch to the overlay. So this will tell you what I have up on the auction house and how much time's left, if there are any bids. I don't look at any bids. This is where you can customize your mount, which is the mount panel, but like I said, I don't have any flair for my mount, so I can't customize it yet. So non-combat. This is mostly to do with. Oh, okay. It's just commands, and a lot of it is gadgets and stuff for your path, I think. Yeah. So your path log, it tells you, gives you a breakdown of all your path missions in the zone. I'm guessing these ones I haven't found. Completed. Oh, these ones I just haven't completed that I have found. And it's nice because if you complete a zone, all the paths in a zone, you not only level your path, so you get like next level, I get soldier chest costume piece, which is kind of cool, but you get a supply drop. And generally the equipment out of it, or so drops out of it, are pretty good. I'm using the sword out of my last supply drop as my DPS sword right now. And same kind of panel. This is the quest log, which I showed you earlier. You can get to from the numbers associated with your quests. And it does break it down by zones and trade skills. You know, you can report a bug, you can by categories, you can insert an ID of, you know, the whatever is bugging out, or a location and a description. You know, it's pretty good. It helps improve the game for everyone. Reputation, I already showed you that. Social, did I show you that? So you have you know, your contacts, you have your friends list, you have rivals, which you can mark if, I'm guessing that plays a big factor in PvP realm, which I'm not. Ignore list, suggested if, you know, you have a bunch of friends that are friends with someone else. It's kind of nice. Neighbors has to do with housing, but it gives them permission. You can do just neighbors, or you can do roommates. I have a couple of roommates that can actually edit how my house looks. Your guild, it gives you your description, any info, the roster, any perks that they've purchased, which we haven't yet. And it's kind of cool. You can add a player, or you can add an account. You can do it by just entering the character's name. You don't have to get their email address from them, or you can just add their that character. And then this, like, yeah, you can add them here as a neighbor, or a rival, or a friend off this social icon here. You know, if you don't want requests from anyone, then you don't have to. You can be antisocial in MMO, which is kind of pointless. You can change how your character looks. Like, I think I show up as conned to everyone, so if I don't like being conned, then I can change it. This is your escape. You know, your standard. Comes with a ton of add-ons. It's not really add-ons. They're by Carbine, so they're really just UI elements. They call them add-ons, so you can shut it off if you want. Combat, just all kind of standard options. Video, your chat, and profanity filter keeps going on for some reason. Not really sure why. Your HUD options I showed you earlier. You can change however you like. It's nice to be able to have things disappear while you're in combat. I have most of my stuff drop away when I'm in combat. It frees up the screen. I guess the last thing in this is your trade skill, which I will be doing a trade skill video in a little while, but you get schematics. I just got into Journeyman, so this is my newest one. You know, I need this stuff to create that, but you actually have like a talent tree, and to unlock these gauntlets I have to make like 3 of these gauntlets. So it kind of it's not just making random crap to make it. I think I salvaged something, so that's part of it. You salvage stuff, but it's, you know, it's alright, I need to make these to unlock a helm. You know, so if you're really trying to get, you know, that particular piece, it's not like you just go and train the skill. You just make the stuff, which gives you the new designs to make, which is nice. I think it's a nice way to do it. It's pretty in depth, and they actually have a talent tree associated with it. So by doing the tech stuff, you unlock talent points, which give you bonuses in making, like, I don't even know what the hell I picked. Oh, Head and Shoulders design received 5% charge capacity, which I'll explain charge and stuff when I do my other video. And one last thing, I think, because it hasn't popped up, I haven't done it. You can get quests through a communicator, which pops up right about in here somewhere, and it's bound to the C key, so you can pick up quests that way, and then you can also turn them in that way. And you can get loot, which is nice, so you don't always have to run back. Especially if it's a chain, it can keep you going and you know, keep you moving in your quest chain without having to run back to town to turn in a bunch of quests and go back to the same spot and kill, you know, the 15-20 mobs you just killed to get out to get back in, which is gets a little aggravating. Alright guys, I think that's about gonna do it. If you liked the video, please give me a like. If you found it helpful, the likes really help. They help out a lot. If you really liked it, please give me a subscribe. Feel free to leave any comments if I was unclear. I know I was a little bit all over the place, but I think I covered everything. But if you weren't clear on, if I wasn't clear on something or you had a question, leave me a comment. I'm Con, and I'll see you next time.